Hey everyone, Connor here, and in this video, I'm going to be going over the CBO strategy of 2019 that allowed me to scale my store to $263,000 in less than 1 month. Like I said, this was done predominantly through CBOs, so if you guys aren't running campaign budget optimization for your guys' Facebook ads, you really need to do so because it will be becoming mandatory later this year. So I'm going to be taking you guys through the exact strategy of how you can set up your first CBO when you're testing a product, how you can identify new interests and expand on winning interests, and then also how you guys can effectively scale your CBOs to help you become more profitable and reduce your cost per click and increase your return on your ad spend. First off, I just want to show you guys a little proof. So we are in my store here because I know there's going to be a lot of skeptics watching this video. I know I have a lot of loyal followers and I do 100% appreciate you guys. So if you guys have already seen this in my previous videos, feel free to skip over it. But if you guys haven't, here's my store. As you guys can see, this month we've done $263,000 in sales. So I'll just go pick a random day so you guys can see some proof here. $14,000 on the 12th of March. Let's go to the 14th. 14th is, $13,000. And I did want to let you guys know about the profit. So this is 19 to 20% profit margin for this month on this store. Basically, I'm creating new stores after this one, but for the sake of this video, we're going to use this store. I'm going to show you guys basically exactly how I created all my CBOs and how I scale my CBOs to this level of, about $10,000 a day for the last month. Let's go ahead and jump right into my ads manager. I don't want to waste your guys' time. It's already been a couple minutes. So let's go ahead and create a new basically campaign. So if I go into my campaigns, we'll unselect all these. So this is exactly how I would run my CBO. So we're going to go ahead and on the campaign tab, we're going to go ahead and hit create. Make sure your guys' Facebook pixel is installed properly, and that's just about the only prerequisite for this. Make sure you guys have a product, your Facebook pixel is installed correctly, and that's really about it for this prerequisite, basically. So on the campaign tab, go ahead and hit conversion. We're going to be naming our campaign. The way I like to name them, especially if you guys have a lot of campaigns going on, is just the date we're going to launch it. So, we're launching it. It's going to be live on the 27th. Today is the 26th, so we're going to be launching on the 27th. I will just say 327. We could do dash CBO, and then we'll do cold interests, and then interests, and then also we'll just say what product we're testing. So product 1. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and actually select a product. So what product have I seen lately that's been going pretty well? Let's see. Oh yeah, I saw these dog. It was a dog mitt. It was like a dog glove. Basically dog like shedding glove or animal shedding glove, and it like basically takes the hair off. I'll put a link to the winning ad in the description of this video as well. So for CBO, we're gonna actually select campaign budget optimization. We're gonna hit this, and then for daily budget. So what I like to do is I like to test at least 10 interests, and I don't use $5 a day budgets anymore because I'm using CBOs. So what I'll actually do is I will set my daily budget at $100. I've just found with any budget below $100 for CBOs, it doesn't necessarily perform that well. So I'm not exactly sure why that is. I think it's just a matter of how much data your pixel is collecting, especially at the beginning stages. So I always set my minimum daily budget to $100. What this is going to allow you guys to do is actually have a better product test per day, because what this is going to allow you to do is select basically 10 to 20 interests that you guys can test, which gives you guys a lot more options for basically, you might find like 3 or 4 ad sets that are winning compared to if you only ran, say like 8 interests at $5 a day and only 2 work. So it gives you a lot better option, especially for like doing quality over quantity product tests. So daily budget, we're going to set at 100. Campaign bid strategy is going to be lowest cost. We'll hit continue here. And so for ad set name, similar to what we did with the campaign name, I just like to name it basically, 327. The date, we will do, I like to target tier 1, so we'll do tier 1. And then let's just say auto for automatic placements. And then, so we're going to do tier 1, and then we're going to do 20 plus. And then, this is just basically describing what is my audience, what's in my audience basically. And then we'll just say interest one. For some reason, you know, I cannot type today, so I do apologize. Interest. There we go. Connor can spell. That's amazing. Okay, so interest one. And actually, what I like to do here is when I'm creating it, I just go ahead and back out of it already, just because I'll show you guys later why that's a lot easier for me. You know, it's just preferences. You guys could fill it out all in here. The reason I like to do that is because when you guys are selecting the basically the time frame right here, this doesn't pop up when you're initially creating it. So we want to make sure that our conversion is for website, it's for purchase, right? No dynamic creative, no offer. Budget and schedule. We're going to start this. I like to start all my campaigns at midnight if we're doing kind of a tier 1 or worldwide or e-packet launch. If you're only testing US, I like to launch my campaigns around, you know, anywhere from 2 to 3 a.m. just because there's not going to be that much traffic on your store, right? Everyone's going to be sleeping between midnight to 3 a.m. essentially for like West or East Coast, basically. So, you know, 3 a.m. West Coast, 6 a.m. East Coast. So basically, you know, if you're launching US, don't launch it anywhere between midnight and 2 a.m. You can launch it 2:30, 3, 4 a.m., whatever you want to do. But for the sake of this one, we'll do 12. Let's see if it'll actually type in 12 here. There we go. And we got zeros here, 12 a.m. Okay, so 12 a.m. tomorrow is when it will launch. Don't schedule end date, run is ongoing. Ad scheduling, run ads all the time. I'll get into this in my later videos. I've actually found some insane ROASes with scheduling my ads for certain days or certain times in the day, basically, where like, you know, I'll schedule it late at night during like 1 hour, and I've gotten like insane ROASes. So I have a video planned on that. I'm still testing with a lot of stuff, but it's pretty dang cool for ad scheduling. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, so definitely something I want to go into later. So custom audience, for creating your audience, basically, we're going to be using tier 1 countries. So I actually have a list of tier 1 countries that I put in the description that I use. So go ahead and go to the description of the video. Actually, make sure you like the video before you get it, you know? Make sure you like the video, then take the description, the countries in the description. And what we're going to do is you're just going to hit add locations in bulk. Going to hit location type, hit countries, and then paste the countries in there. There should be 13 countries. Yeah, so 13 total. This basically says, you know, 13 matched. If there are any errors, they'll pop up here, and then you can just fix the errors. Say like, you know, Ireland was typed in wrong. You forgot the E or something like that. Just go ahead and fix it, type it in, and then you can hit add 13 locations at the bottom here with the blue button. And what that's going to do is just going to put all those locations in there so you don't have to type them in manually. So for age range, I always like to do 20 and above at least. I definitely don't test anything under that just because people who are younger don't have as much disposable income, so there's no point really targeting your ads towards them. And odds are the best products on, you know, for Facebook ads and for Instagram ads and whatnot is going to be products that are targeting an older age range. So just do 20 and above to start out. We want to uncheck expand interests. I'll get back into this detailed targeting where we actually select our interests and our behaviors basically in a little bit. I just want to go through the rest of the stuff first. So for placements, it's going to be automatic placements, and conversion window is going to be 1 day click. I found 1 day click works best for me. That's just my basically strategy. And so basically for let's go ahead and I'll just create the ad first. So for the ad, basically we're just going to go ahead and hit create ad up here. So we're going to click on this, hit create ad, and then it'll leave us with this right here. So ad name, you can just type this ad 1, and then basically you're going to want to make sure your Facebook page is linked, and then also your Instagram page is linked, and then you can create the ad. So I like to do image or video ads, so I'll go ahead, scroll down, hit video, we'll click select video, you'll upload the video, and then you can actually customize the thumbnail. So hit, you know, select video, and then when you give you a little option to say customize, you're gonna hit customize. Text for the glove, you can say something like, you know, dog lovers are going crazy over this gift in 2019. And then you can put some emojis. And then what I like to do is I like to do a couple check marks. So you can do those green check marks basically. And, you know, list description. So, you know, removes unwanted dog / cat hair in seconds. Say cleaner saves you. Oh, you could say saves you money on cleaning products, and basically save time at the groomers, something like that, right? Save time. You could just say save time. Yeah, save time, saves you money, removes unwanted hair, all these different things basically that you guys can sell for this product. This is just an example. If I was actually testing this, I would definitely go into more detail on exactly what the best benefits are for this product. But basically, that's how you set it up. Make sure your website URL is in there. You have a display link. Your headline, it can be something like, best toy of 2019. It could be, you could put basically, the best benefit about this product. Call to action, I always use shop now. But the most important kind of in like priority of things is number 1, your video. Then I would say number 2, your thumbnail. And then 3, probably your text here. The rest of it, I've tested things and it hasn't necessarily made that much of a difference. So definitely your video, your thumbnail, and then also your ad text are the top 3 that I'd pay the most attention to. Don't stress too much over the other stuff. So back up to the interest. So how I would basically test my interest. So for my store, in order to reach $260,000 in a month, I had to test a ton of different interests. I mean, I went so broad to the fact that I went basically complete opposite of what my product was, and it allowed me to actually find some crazy interests that I didn't think a lot of people were tapping into for my niche. So for targeting, there's 2 different ways that I like to go about targeting. So the first one is basically we'll just type in the product name. So we'll type in dog groom. Look at that, dog groomer. Oh, someone's a dog groomer as a job title. So we could do dog. Let's do dog brush. Let's do dog brush. Nope, nothing there. Okay, so let's just type in dogs. So we'll select dogs, and this is gonna be a very, very broad audience, probably like over 100 million. Yeah, so 130 million. That's totally okay. So dogs, basically totally fine. I'm not worried about that. We're gonna basically double click this, and we're just gonna put it at the top. As our interest basically, so we'll hit that. Okay, so once we have our ad created, we're gonna go ahead and duplicate basically our ad set, so that way we have the same ad in all of these ad sets, and that's where we can test our different interests. So we'll go ahead and hit click on the ad set right here, and then click on these 3 dots, hit duplicate, and we're gonna duplicate it. Since we're doing a $100 a day budget for the CBO, we're gonna be doing 10. Let's do 14. No, we're gonna do 10. We'll do 10. So we're gonna be doing 20 different ad sets basically in this one. So we'll duplicate it 19 times. And I'm not gonna go through all 19 interests. I'll give you like 7 to 8 interests that I use, but this is basically how you do it. So you have all these, right? They're all set. Once they're all highlighted in blue, this means that basically all of them are, if you change anything on here, so if I change this to like 1 a.m., it would change it for all the ones that are highlighted in blue, which is exactly what you want. So while you have it like this, just make sure everything looks good. What you can do is you can go ahead and delete this. So that way it's blank basically. So then watch, if I click in here, or I click over here, what it'll do is it'll just update it. So now we know, okay, now we can go into all these interests, all these ad sets, and name the different interests that we're going to use. So 4 different categories that I use when I'm doing my interests are 4 different topics. The first one is going to be basically the product itself, so and stuff related to the product. So for this dog or pet one, I would do basically, I'd search dogs, I'd search pets, I'd search cats, I'd search grooming, I'd search other pet products that I can use. Like I'd search like maybe even like brush, dog brush, stuff like that. So for dogs, let's see what suggestions say. So pets, so that's exactly what I was just talking about. We'll use that one. It's going to be very broad, so we want to make sure we have audiences of over at least like 4 million, especially at the beginning. Over 4, if it is exactly 4, that's okay. But basically, we're just going to take that interest and put it up there so we know what it's identified as. So that's basically the first category is going to be the product itself, things basically related exactly to that product. So let's just do another one. So dog, let's do grooming, pet. Let's do pet grooming maybe. Pet groomer, pet grooming. No, what about like a where you put a kennel maybe? Kennel attendant. No. Kennel club. Let's just see what else we have for pets. So yeah, I just want to basically go through how exactly I do it. So if this video is a little bit long, I apologize, but this is exactly how I find my interest, It takes a little bit. Pets at home, pet store, dog grooming. I don't know why I didn't put that in there before. Okay. So dog grooming, that's exactly what an interest we test basically in our first category. So dog grooming, we'll go ahead and copy paste this at the top. I just double click it basically, just makes it faster. Okay, so the second category that I like to do is basically brands and stores around this product. So if I were to think about brands around dogs or cats or pets, or stores around dogs, cats, pets, first one that pops in my mind is Petco. I know Petco is a huge pet brand. I love going in there and checking out the animals, seeing what they're doing, just hanging out. So Petco. So Petco. Go ahead and put that one in there. And then what we can do actually for, I'm trying to think of other pet stores off the top of my head. Petco. I know there's another one. I just can't think of it right now. So we'll go ahead and type in Petco. This is what I like to do a lot, is type in Petco. And we're going to click that interest again, right? And then now we're just going to hit suggestions. So I'm sure a lot of you use this. We're going to hit suggestions. PetSmart. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. So PetSmart's another store. We'll search this one. So basically people that are interested or, have liked something on PetSmart or Petco, our ads are going to be shown to a select group of that audience basically. So we have, we have basically a pets and a dog grooming for basically our product itself. And then we have a Petco and a PetSmart for brands and stores related to our product. The next one I like to do is TV shows and basically like TV shows and magazines. So kind of media and entertainment around that specific product and around that specific niche. So if I'm thinking of, dogs and cats and pets, these are all animals. So one interest I would select is actually well, I just combined Animal Channel and Animal Planet into one word, but Animal Channel or Animal Planet is what I would select here for the interest basically. So we'll go ahead and type in animal. Let's see which one has more, let's see what one has a higher audience here. So animal, whoops, I can't type again. So Animal Planet, let's see what we got here. Animal Planet, interests, 15 million, that's pretty good. So we'll do Animal Planet. So Animal Planet up here. And then let's see what other one we could do. So I want to do, since we already did Animal Planet, I don't want to do Animal Channel. We could, if we're testing 15, it's probably one that I'd use. I'm trying to think of like a dog show. Dog Whisper, I think that's a big show on TV. Dog Whisper with Caesar. Yeah, okay, that's right. So, we could actually search the person. We'll do that later. So Dog Whisper, this is a show basically where I think this guy, he trains dogs and stuff like that. And if you guys don't know these, these are just off the top of my head, right? I'm not using Google or anything. But one thing I do is if I can't think of anything, I'll search basically, dog shows or dog TV shows, dog magazines, and then there'll be a lot that pop up. So you guys can use Google. I'm just going purely off kind of my memory and what I know about this niche. So we have two, dog grooming and pets for the product itself. We have two more interests for products and brands related to it, which is Petco and PetSmart. And then we also have shows and basically TV entertainment related to our product, which is Animal Planet and Dog Whisper. So then after this, what I like to do is I like to get basically famous people that are associated with dogs, associated with pets, and associated with this product. So if I were to think off the top of my head, who is like a famous pet person or even a famous animal person, if I need to go like outside of that, one thing I do is I just basically search, famous dog owners or famous dog, and animal advocates. I'm thinking of one wilderness guy off the top of my head. Basically Steve Irwin. I know he did pass away a while ago, but I know he is still relevant in the basically wildlife conservation effort. And a lot of people with animals and with dogs are going to be interested. So, okay, look at that. So Steve Irwin is only 400,000. So that's going to be too low for our audience, basically. But what we can do is we can hit suggestions and see what else pops up on here. So we have Cesar Millan. We can actually, let's just go ahead and test that, even though it is related to our previous interest with that actual dog show. It doesn't hurt to actually test him as an interest and as a famous person. So we'll do Caesar. And then what we can do here is let's find another one. So we'll go ahead and type his name in again, and we'll see what suggestions pop up. So we'll type in Caesar's name here. And hit enter on that one, and then we'll do suggestions. I don't know if his name, yeah, his name popped up. Okay, so suggestions. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on here. Dog harness, dog harness. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, you guys, is we are gonna actually go to Google and we're gonna search famous pet people. So here we are on here we are on Google. I'm just gonna type in famous dog people. Right, pretty basic. Famous dog people. Orlando Bloom. 27 famous celebs with their dog. Best celebrity dog photos. So Martha Stewart. I wouldn't pick that one as 8 famous people and the dogs, cats and dogs with their famous humans. Okay, so these are just some random sites. Salvador Dali. Oh yeah, duh, the painter. Kurt Cobain. Okay, so let's do Salvador Dali. That's a good one. I like that. So yeah, sometimes you kind of have to go out of the box when you guys are testing your interests. This is basically just going to give us a wide variety of what we can do, what kind of audiences we're targeting. Salvador Dali, there we go. So he's got 6 million. So we'll go ahead and put that up top. Okay, so that's where I'm going to stop it here, just because I don't want to go into all the other interests, but this is exactly how I do it. Just kind of rinse and repeat for the remaining of your interests. And then once you're done, what I like to do is I like to go up here and hit review and publish. So it says 43. It's going to be basically my campaign, all my ad sets, and then my ads basically. So this should be 20. I think I have an extra one in there. But anyways, campaigns, ads, ad sets, and you go ahead and hit publish, and that will publish them all at once so you don't have to individually go in there and click that. So if I did miss anything in this video, please go ahead and let me know, and I will be answering your guys' questions in the comments. I will try and answer all questions as long as I can, definitely within the first 48 hours of the video being uploaded. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me down there. Also, another thing I did want to say is I do go live on Instagram every Wednesday, basically at noon Pacific Standard Time. So, noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. What's Mountain Time? Like an hour after that is like 1 p.m. I think. So if you're in the States, those are the time zones. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. Go ahead and drop a like, drop a comment with a question that you guys have. So for the next video, I'm going to be going into actually how I analyze my CBO data. So I'll show you guys basically the testing phase that I did and how I analyze my data to see if your product's a winner and if you can scale it, because that is a very, very important piece of CBOs. So yeah, if you guys need to get a hold of me, definitely the best way to do so is on my Instagram live every Wednesday at noon, or in my comments on this video and on all my videos within the first 48 hours. That's where I have my most attention to your guys' comments and to your guys' messages, is on YouTube and on my Instagram live. So with that said, that's all I got today. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. I hope you guys had a good one, and we're gonna have another video up in a couple days. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.